De Facto Podcast is privileged to have been founded on Wadjuk Noongar land.
We pay our respects to the traditional owners of this land and express our sincere gratitude for their ongoing guidance as we work in their community.
Welcome back to another episode of De Facto, where we discuss a 9 to 5 kind of relationships in another podcast literally no one asked for. I'm Nicolette.
I'm Kate.
And also not a big shout out because Lainey is not here.
Lainey is not here, and I'm trying really hard to manage the tech stuff. So yeah. I am the IT team.
You are the Steve Jobs, if you will.
If you will, that is
the Bill Gates. That is Kate today.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, huge shout out to today's sponsors, which are Hinge, the dating app. Why?
Why? Ask? Please.
Because I've had a great time on Hinge recently, but I wanted to play you something, Nicolette.
Please, hit me.
Let me get it up. Hold on. You think you'd have this ready. But, however, a lot of IT going on at one time.
You're going to do so many things at once. Many fingers, not many pies.
And not many holes. It's really hard for me with all this different IT to kind of like manage it. Okay. Hush, hush, quiet, please.
Okay.
Yep, so that's the one I play. Hold on, it's loading.
Yep.
Okay, my Sunday's pretty good. I was just looking at your pictures. The fucking cannons on you. Like, you'd be pretty close to the speed of like Ian Thorpe in that wetsuit, surely. Yeah. I'm new to this app, so I just thought I'd send you a message. Yeah. Love the cannons.
So, yeah. Was he talking about your cannons? I'm not quite sure.
So basically I've got quite impressive cannons and he's noticed them.
As in your arms?
As in my arms.
I want to know, was that a dog throwing up in the background or someone else? 'Cause what was that in between each one?
What? I think it was a mate laughing. Should I play it one more time?
Oh, I thought a dog was yakking on the carpet.
Would everyone like to? We'll hear it one more time.
Or just play the end bit. Go, can you skip through?
I'm sorry, I'm not that savvy.
Okay, my Sunday's pretty good. I was just looking at your pictures. The fucking cannons on you. Like,
That's a laugh.
Like, you'd be pretty close to the speed of like Ian Thorpe in that wetsuit, surely. Yeah. I'm new to this app, so I just thought I'd send you a message.
That.
Yeah. Love the cannons.
This was received at 11:49 p.m.
I was going to ask because somewhere in that I'm not getting 100% sober vibes. The cannons, yes, he does have a point.
I've got great cannons.
Someone say carried the team.
I carried the team for the Roto Swim. And
If
it's
you
nice
will.
to be appreciated and noticed.
Well, you're most welcome.
He asked for some advice. And I obviously went, with the 5 Ps. Preparation prevents piss poor performance. And I live by that.
I think it's actually proper preparation.
Well, then it would be 6 Ps.
Prevents piss poor performance.
6 Ps.
The 6, we've always said that. The 6 P.
What did you say?
Proper preparation
What about-
prevents piss poor performance.
What about the 7 Ps? Prior proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
What about Peter Piper's feathers?
What about we just fucking get off this topic?
So Kate has found the men on Hinge. They're flocking. They're flocking hard.
They are flocking.
You know when it sometimes says new to Hinge? That's what Kate says. And they are coming in hot.
Hot. And that is why the episode is called She Bubbelo Bill Back Babe. Because let me tell you what, I'm Bubbelo Bill Back Babe. I'm fucking back. In full swing. Happy to be here. Feeling a lot better. We're on. We are on and popping.
She's fucking back.
Now, before I talk, Nicolette, I just want to hear about what have you been up to?
This week? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I am recently become invested with the Facebook page, Sis, Are We Dating the Same Guy?
I actually had to get off it because I was like, y'all, no offense to these girls. Every photo I'm seeing, red flags.
Red flags. Okay, first of all, wouldn't let me join it because I have
a committed, healthy relationship.
Committed relationship. So I made my friend Maddie join it. and she joined it, and we were just stalking, and I was like, I can't look. Like, it's so, and it'll just be like a random picture, and they'd just be like doing a background check on this guy. Like, at least go on a date first.
Yeah, I noticed
what
that
I mean?
too. I was like, by the sounds of what you're saying, you've had a few back and forth messages.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think you need to do that unless you're suspicious that you're dating the same guy.
Yeah. And if you're just dating as well, you know, you might, like I've done in the past, you probably just might be sleeping with a few people.
Exactly. And I guess that's what it comes down to, right? Like, is it okay to do background checks on people and ask? Or at what point are you allowed to ask? Because I reckon there could be some people out there that maybe treated someone really shit in the past but have maybe grown or changed in the last 10 years. And then someone might be like, no, they're the worst person ever, don't date him. Because I'm not saying I justify their behaviour, but people can change.
People can change.
And get better in relationships, right?
Yeah, 100%. Maybe if you've just got like you're official and you're having suspicions that they're hooking up with other people still, then you could do it. And I would only be taking it off if it's presented to you that they're sleeping with other people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be taking it off
Like
if someone
prior,
says, nah.
like I used to know them in high school.
Nah.
Anyway. All right, well, we all know what Kate wants to tell us about, so let's get into it.
Basically, I've got the magic clam.
Is that what the kids calling it these days?
God's country is now being called the magic clam. You have a little taste, you keep coming back for
What
more.
about the magic oyster? that also works well.
Disgusting. No, I don't know that. I'm Bubbelo Bill back, babe. We're on. So last time we caught up, I had the incident running into the ex on the walk home.
Yep.
With a person. This person has come back for more.
Well, it's the magic clam.
I got the magic clam.
Magic clam.
I just want to apologise to this person because I think he listens. It's just for comedic value, okay?
And Kate and I always say, take what we say with a grain of salt.
100%.
Most of the time we're taking the piss.
Yeah. Anyway, he wants to hang out again.
Yeah.
The magic.
He's only human.
He's only human.
That's what we say.
And I was just equally as keen to hang out with him again as well. Anyway, so he came over and one night during the week. We had pho. Yum. Pho. But he was flying out for work the next day, like really early. So he was like leaving from my place in the morning to go to the airport. And I didn't really know this beforehand, but obviously very quickly worked it out when he rocked up with all his bags.
You just thought he was moving in.
Yeah. Do I need to clear a drawer for you or something?
He's got his own key cut.
Like, I'm not really sure where to pull all your stuff.
Babe, now can I have the top shelf of the bathroom or where do you want me to plug my electric toothbrush?
So I was like, oh, okay, yep, cool, this is happening. Not a problem at all. I'm keen. You can stay as long as you want,
Now,
doll.
was it a wheelie suitcase or was it like a duffel bag?
This is such a great question, Nicolette. So I have this bag, which Nicolette calls the parachute bag because it's fucking massive, right? And it's my only overnight bag that I have. And wherever I go, it comes with me. And it looks like I'm staying for, 3 months?
Yeah, at least.
Bro's got the same bag.
No, it's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
Stop, the universe throwing these things at you.
Right?
Yeah.
Love
that.
So he rocked up with all of his bags. We ordered pho. We then watched this really cool independent movie. He's got like a Netflix but for independent films. So I've actually got the app on my phone now and he's logged in. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. But he's a legend. Obviously he's fucking hot. I've shown Nicolette pictures. Absolute legend. Very hot. You know, me and Nicolette are going to Europe in 2 years for our 30th.
But yeah, and that's an open invite, by
An
the way.
open invite. Hence why he's coming now.
He's coming.
He's
We've
coming.
decided, you know what bag he's going to take?
Yep, we'll bring
Any
a matching
excess
bags.
room, you can put your stuff in there.
Yeah, well, we'll bring matching bags. Me and Nicolette are also going to Exmouth in a couple of weeks. He's going to come up, drive the boat for us because he's skipper. So thanks for that.
From here on out, Kate's only dating people that are useful.
We need useful skills.
Because they've already got an electrician.
We don't need an electrician.
We don't need another electrician. I say get someone with a boat. We do have a boat, but a bigger boat.
A bigger boat.
Someone who can either fix stuff.
Yeah.
Plumber, maybe. Plumber would be handy.
Carpenter.
But more importantly, I'm thinking like a pilot. But skipper's pretty close. But
Well,
I think pilot next.
Okay,
if
yeah,
this
yeah.
doesn't work out.
Well, the thing is, it is going to work out because I've already planned a whole life together because that is healthy.
Now, could he still come to Europe and skipper if you're not together?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I think so. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
At one point in the night, he got out his new leather-bound journal, showed it to me. We compared journals.
A rich mahogany set.
Yeah. So very cute. We were comparing journals. We're comparing psychologists, you know.
And Kate actually schedules in her journaling on our shared calendar for work.
Yeah, it's at 9 p.m. every night.
I sometimes get a notification journaling.
Yeah.
And I say, everybody get your journals out.
Nicolette invited me to a wedding and I said, well, I'm going to have to leave because they've got journaling at 9 p.m.
And I said, maybe you could just sit behind the bar, get some notes down.
We might have to turn the music down so I can concentrate.
I think maybe everyone should journal at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Turn off the dance floor, journaling only. Absolutely.
A few other points that I think I would like to share with you all as just some hints and tips.
Share with the class, yep.
He complimented me on my eyes, but he
Lovely.
didn't say you have beautiful eyes. He said you have beautiful eyes and then followed up with what he liked about them, which was that they're at a deep blue.
What do you call it when you're writing your goals? your star points, and you have to hit one from each topic.
Oh, yeah. Situation, task, something, action, resolution.
And that's what he did.
That's what he did.
He complimented, he went through it. He's ticking all the boxes, not just a general compliment.
No.
You got a deep dive.
He backed it up.
It's like, you know you're hot.
Oh, obviously.
You know you got cannons.
I've got cannons. I'm hot. I've got the magic clam.
You know, you need some originality in there. You need to get some new content.
He also said that, he said, thanks for hanging out because we hung out like a few times the last couple of days. It felt very natural.
Wow.
And I said, obviously, I'm a babe. I'm good. I can work a room.
I was going to say, you said last week you can work a room.
I can work a room.
And you can. So
I think he might be obsessed with me. But obviously I'm obsessed with him, you know.
Well, equally obsessed. Who else are you obsessed with at the moment?
Oh, it's hard to say. Oh, actually, no. Here's the plan, folk. This is my new plan. I keep seeing Nat Fife, the footy player. He's a docker.
It's actually Nathan Fife.
Nathan
yes.
Fife. He plays for the Dockers, I
Yes.
think. I'm not sure.
He's actually doing the whole, are you famous? One of those.
Yeah. I keep seeing him everywhere. Everywhere I go. At my local coffee shop, I've seen him so many times.
I think he might live there, around there.
I think he does. So, new plan, get him Fifey.
And I said to Kate, to strike up the convo, I said, jog in with the footy.
Bounce it in the coffee shop.
And with the study shoes with the high socks and a couple of jogs while you're waiting for your coffee. That way he'll really know you're into sport and he'll be really intrigued.
Me and Nicolette did some role playing during the week actually because my option was just a classic Instagram DM slide.
And I said, too many followers, he won't see it.
Yeah, and she was like, it's been done. So we did a little bit of actual role playing. We set it up. We had
I was Kate. I was with the footy role playing.
I was the Fife. And we had Zach as the cashier at the coffee shop. So
and I said to do a couple of those. Oh, it's a bit chilly lately, isn't it? Go into there, but then we thought maybe avoid the weather and go the footy scenario.
The other option was, are you in the line? In a very clear line.
Yeah. Or when they call out Fifey for the coffee, you grab it. And you say, oh, was that not Kate? That's so weird. Sorry, I licked it. But when we're hooking up, that won't be an issue. It's fine.
Or do I say to him, you've got really beautiful eyes, they're really nice deep blue.
Yeah.
And then that's the
Does
goal.
he have blue eyes?
Oh, fucking
not sure.
I don't know. I've seen him.
I think you should say, I really loved you this weekend. The Eagles are my number one team. You did so well.
Go the Cowboys. Yeah.
Now, who are the cheerleaders for your team? I'd love to come along. Well, I'm actually going to the game on Saturday.
Could you let him know?
And I'm sitting with the Wags because my friends got me tickets. And she is a Wag.
Nicolette knows a Wag.
And the Wag's partner is obviously Fremantle and he's really good friends with Fife. So maybe I could do a bit of work for you there.
I just want you to know that I'm not into him for his good looks and amazing skills on the football field, which I've seen one game of, so I would know. I'm really into him for his personality, and I think we have shared values and goals in life.
And because you really know him. And you know him on a deeper level, so that's good.
I'm pretty sure we could order the same roll at this coffee shop we go to.
You're going to start ordering whatever he orders now, so then you have something to talk about.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure he copies me.
Oh, that would make sense.
Because he's seen my order.
He has seen you.
But actually, I did see Fifey when I was having a conversation with my ex the other day. We had the final conversation where things were said so that...
The last hurrah.
The last hurrah. And Fifey walked in. It was really distracting.
Yeah.
I said, Fifey, we're not together. We're actually exes, but there is no feelings.
You had to really distance yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just mates.
That's when you go put it here and you fist pump Will
Yeah.
and then you walk on out.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
So that's my update. I'm back, baby.
She's
I
back.
got the
She's
magic
there.
clam. God's country is here to stay. I'm loving it.
I think you can feel the energy.
Oh.
She really is back.
It's palpable.
The tears are out. She's cried her tears.
I cried my tears. That was like ages ago.
was ages
What was it,
ago.
like 6 months ago? I don't even know now.
Exactly. Who knows? Because on to bigger and better things.
Oh, I've forgotten about it already.
I think what we could get into now is a hot topic because I feel that carries on from our Fife conversation.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, I was talking about this with my friends the other day. How do you find out if someone is single without asking? Context. She works with this person, FIFO, and has recently started like hanging out with him. And she was like, but I don't know if he's single or not. And this is like real early days. And I was like, well, you're talking. She's like, we chat at work all the time, a little bit like flirty, but not like could probably be like friend flirty. But they've had heaps of conversations about it and it's never been brought up that he has a partner. And then when she stalked him, no, I think without adding, couldn't see that there was any like,
What's his name?
don't know. She just showed me his profile.
Okay.
Anyway, so we were like thinking, how do you know and when do you bring it up that you're like in a relationship when you're first talking to someone? If you just met at work or whatever,
Yeah.
or you just met on the street or whatever it might be.
Okay, for me, as a single a single gal, I can usually tell if someone is single or not by the vibe that they're giving me.
Okay, love that.
It's a it's an energy, right?
It's an
Can
energy.
you can feel my
it.
energy.
I said, calm down, Kate. I'm taking.
Yeah. Sorry, Nicolette. Sorry.
Please.
You're just getting ideas. You know.
Why not?
I think you can like if it's a stranger and I'm like somewhere, you know, it's her.
It's Fife at the coffee
It's
shop.
me and it's Fife at the coffee
Yep.
shop. It's the vibe he's giving me.
Yeah.
If he's giving me single, like I can tell, you can smell it.
You can smell
You
the
can
pheromones.
you can smell the pheromones 100%.
Yeah.
Also tied into that, like if you're at a bar, if someone's making eye contact with you, obviously, well, they might not be single, but they're keen on you, basically, is the thing. Then checking their social media,
that's a good one.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Was he on private or public?
I think he was on private.
Okay, if I was her, I would follow
And
him
then stalk.
and then stalk.
Yeah.
And you'll know. Another option is, actually, I think you can speak to this, seeing as you've got what I was just about to say in your notes, so I don't want to steal your thunder.
I did a few questions you could ask.
Yeah.
One of these, do you live around here? And then they say, yeah. Oh, you have any roommates or you live by yourself? And then they have to, if they're in a relationship, they should say, no, I live with my girlfriend, boyfriend, partner. Because if they don't, then they're hiding something.
100%.
If someone asked me that, I'd say, I live with my fiance. Fiance.
Fiance.
Second, this one. How annoying is it cooking for one? And then they might go, I don't really know. And you might, oh, you cook for two?
Yeah.
When can I come
For your
around?
housemates?
Yeah.
Or
Just housemates, yeah.
This one here. Did you get up to anything on the weekend, Nicolette?
Oh, yeah, went to the beach, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just by yourself or?
Oh, no, just, went with other people, yep.
Yeah.
A group or?
Like in a group. You've got to go with the,
Yeah.
by yourself
Oh,
Yeah, one
and
of those
the higher
ones.
it is, the more you got to question it.
Yeah, one of those.
Yep. Because I think sometimes if you're just talking to someone and you're like, oh, this is a really nice conversation, this person's cute, whatever it might be. It's also pre-engagement ring when it happens all the time, flocking all the time.
The engagement ring really cuts your grass,
it really
doesn't
does
it?
sometimes take it off, want to get something for free. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Or am.
Free drinks.
And like you're like, oh, they're really nice, but you don't want to awkwardly bring it up and act like you've brought it up to be like,
Or that you're in a relationship.
yeah, like, oh, blah, blah. Well, me and my boyfriend, when you didn't need to
Because
say
they could
it,
just be having a nice conversation with
then
another human.
They might be like, all right, like, calm down. I was just asking
Honey,
you about
I'm
your weekend.
not into you.
Right? And
Yeah.
then it's embarrassing to like overcompensate and say your boyfriend when they're actually not into you. Because I feel like I've been talking to someone like that and then they're like, oh, well, me and my girlfriend on the weekend. I'm like, ooh, like I wasn't into
Honey,
you. I'm taken.
I'm fucking
taken,
taken,
babe.
bro.
So I think you got to find that balance. Which I questions always good.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
would agree.
And when is it acceptable to think they're single? After how long of them? So say you've been working together for like however long. How long should you know? After what amount of time should you know that they have a partner? That it's
Okay.
on them that they haven't brought it up.
Okay, if I had a partner, you would find out in the first day.
Yeah.
Because I don't shut the fuck up about my partner. But I also think if they're a colleague and we're talking all the time, I would ask them.
Yeah.
If I was your friend, I would say, oh, I feel like a partner back home, like as a good conversation starter. I think that's a fair question to ask.
I think it's a fair question to ask as well.
As colleagues.
And I think if it's been like over a week or two and there's been no mention,
they ain't got anyone.
A, they're hiding it.
Yeah.
Or B, they're single.
100%.
Because it comes up naturally after that long.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I'm in a relationship with you, I am obsessed. And I don't shut up about you.
Well, as it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You haven't shut up about the Hinge guy.
Okay, I hope he doesn't listen to this because I'm not crazy. I'm not that into you.
No, yeah.
But also, if you want to come to Exmouth and skip the boat for us, and we can hang out, we can do other things, you know.
And also bring your boat because I don't want to drive the boat all the way out.
Come, skip our yacht in Europe in 2 years. We can just hang out on the weekend. Like, it's chill, though.
Maybe he can start sailing now to Europe and we'll meet him there in 2 years' time.
I'll go with him, though, and I'll work from home if that's okay, boss.
Yeah, okay. Maybe old mate Rod will be there on his catamaran by then.
Rod, yeah,
we'll hit up Rod.
That's a personal joke that no one's going to get except for one person. But anyway, let's actually get into the episode where we are talking about healing from a breakup. Now that I am healed.
Now that she's healed, we can talk about it.
We can talk about
She
it.
has some tips and tricks. And I have some as the friend.
Yes.
And because I have been through
Have
many
you ever been through a breakup?
No, I've never been through a breakup. So some would say blessed with that.
Nicolette, you're one of my closest friends, but sometimes I just get really jealous of your healthy relationships.
Sometimes I get a bit annoyed by it. Sometimes I can't bring much to the table. And I'm like, oh, I sound really
Sometimes
fucking
I just
boring.
want to cut you down.
Yeah.
But I love you and I don't want you to go through pain, but at the same time.
But that's why you cut Zach down.
Yeah, true. I do take it out on Zach.
You do take it out on Zach.
He's a bit toxic though, isn't he? You should probably break up with him.
I think I actually said that today when we were talking to Zach. I said, Zach, should we break up for a few months just so I can get some content, learn how to heal, and then we can do a whole episode on rekindling.
Which we've done before.
We have done how to get back with an ex.
So we're going to bring in how to also get back with an ex within this. And I've got some tips and pointers getting back with an ex.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I would like to start by saying, and I think we said this last week, if you're the dumper, you did the dumping, you have to be respectful. You can't go posting rogue stuff, hooking up with people the next week, doing whatever you want, because that's rude. You just dumped someone.
Yeah, you can do it, but do that privately when nobody finds out about it.
If you're the dumpy,
you can do what you want, babe.
Whatever you want. There's no rules. They didn't want you. They dumped you. They hurt you. You're free to go. You can do whatever the fuck you want whenever you want, and there's no limits. You don't have to be respectful because they dumped you.
Yep. Now, I've gone with 5 stages of a breakup. Actually, as you'll see as per my notes. Nicola, these are quite extensive as well. So, the first step is you've got to go through the breakup. And by that, I mean you've got to go through the pain. If you've just been dumped, and also if you have broken up with someone, say someone that you did love but it just wasn't working out, you're probably going to feel the same. But the pain, you got to go through the pain. You've got to cry and you've got to be angry. And the way that I see it is every time, I don't think you should stop the tears from coming or stop the crying from happening, because every time you cry more, like every time you cry, the amount that you are going to cry the next time will be less, and then it'll be less and less and less, and eventually it'll go away. So the more you get it out, the better.
I agree. Let it out. There's no point telling someone to like move on because they have to move on in their own time.
100%.
So
yeah,
let it out.
So cry as much as you need. And personal experience, I cried everywhere in my place.
Yeah.
Ugly girl, sobbing, crying, down at the beach, the coffee shop, on the walk home with the ex saw me sobbing, everywhere.
Yep. And you're allowed to do that.
I had actually, I'm going to say less. I'm going to shut up from what I was about to say.
Okay.
I'm going to just eat my words. But in this stage, in the pain stage or the actual breakup stage where it's really fresh and early, take as long as you need. As a friend or a family member, there is nothing you can do or say to fix it. You've just got to be there for them and let them cry.
Yep.
Flowers, chocolate, whatever it is, just be that person. You can't be throwing shade just yet because they're not ready to hear it. No. They're not ready to hear it. Then we're going into stage 2, duo stage. Oh, sorry.
Duo?
That was actually Italian. Sometimes I slip in and out.
It's like me with Japanese.
Yeah. This probably is when you're starting to get a little bit more angry. I call this the get angry stage.
Yeah.
But you're probably starting to think about what you actually didn't like about the relationship. So for me, it was a shock breakup. But when I got into this stage, I was actually really starting to be like, okay, I didn't like this, and this. And
Is that like unpacking everything that went wrong?
Yeah.
Whereas like pre-breakup, you just like brush the certain things aside.
Yeah.
And then post-breakup, you're like, actually, let's revisit that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was going, I didn't like this, or I deserved to be treated better in this way. Like really learning my power or your power, whomever's power, and being angry about it, that you were treated like shit. As a friend, this is where you can start to throw some shade, right?
Yeah.
As my mum said, she said, he was probably a bit old for you. And that's the time you can start saying the
and
things.
you can't do it before that.
No.
You can't do it. They get dumped, and the next day you can't be like, "You there was shit. You deserve better." Mm-hmm. I mean, depending on the person, but if they're really upset, you got to be like, "Yep, that's really shit." But when they start getting angry, it's kind of fun because then you can be like, "Yeah,"
and you can make things up.
You can,
make it up.
You gotta make it up, even if you really like the guy.
Yeah, just clutch at straws just to make yourself feel better. Honestly, don't be posting it out to the world, but chat about it with your friends. It makes you feel heaps better.
Don't make TikToks.
I'm actually TikTok famous from crying, and I'm running with that fame, so thank you.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah. I would also suggest in this angry stage, start writing down your angry thoughts as well.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Journaling.
every night.
Yeah.
Remember, though, when you're starting to get angry, remember, we are not people that other people let go.
Love that.
Right?
Yeah.
We are worth more than that.
Affirmations.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, I'm not the person that you just let go. Like, that is not me, honey. See you later. Peace.
Yeah. And like a bit embarrassing for them, really.
It's Trey embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm
a bit embarrassing. I'd say you let this go. You let this go.
Ugh.
The canon herself.
The canon's herself. Like, I'm just like, oh, that's embarrassing.
That is so, like, I would be so embarrassed if, someone, did that to me. But that is just icky, embarrassing.
Now, what I should say throughout this, you should have been going no contact.
Yes.
Right? The way I see it, there is nothing you can do or say that is going to make them change their mind. No. If you don't want it to happen and it's happened, nothing will change their mind. You've got to let them figure it out for themselves. And the way that you do this is no contact.
Yep. 100%. Never let them see you cry. I think when you're like really upset, there's no point sobbing and being like, no, like you're going to regret this. Take me back. Because like, the reality is they didn't make that decision overnight. They've probably been sitting on it for a little bit and then they've done it. Mm-hmm. And whether they regret it or not, it's up to them to decide that later on. Mm-hmm. Once they've said it, they're not going to regret it.
Exactly. They're probably going to feel a bit of relief at first and then obviously they'll start to regret it later. Mm-hmm. I guess during, which I should have said before, but during the actual breakup, I was very much like, this is a shame because of how I feel about you. Mm-hmm. I should say felt now. But that's your choice. And that's what and actually surprisingly, I didn't go crazy girl, psycho, which is a real learning curve for me.
That is good.
Very chill.
Mature.
So, stage 2 was you're getting angry. You're starting to realize your power. You're starting to be like, you're a fuckwit. See you later. Yeah. We are not the people that other people let go. No. That is not us. That is not what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Number 3, it's the stage of being over it. You're over it. You've realised how hot you are. You've realised how amazing you are. You're bathing.
I got a voice memo from Gay Luck.
Oh, my God. Do you want to play it? It's fucking hilarious.
Wait. Oh, no, it's on my phone.
Yeah, I'll play the voice memo. I'll play this voice memo.
Yeah. So this is at like 6 a.m. and I woke up. It was a good one.
This was my I'm over it moment.
And I woke up and I got a voice memo and I was like, this is either going to be her crying at the beach at 5 a.m. in the morning and I'm going to have to go fucking pick her up on the side of the road in the rain, or she's turned a corner.
And I tell you what, she turned a corner.
And it might take Kate about 10 minutes to find it.
It's quite a long time
ago. Because we do chat unnecessarily a lot every day. But no, I think, that getting over it and realising how much, maybe not better off.
Oh, my God, I'm sorry. I've just found messages from when I was drunk messaging you on Saturday night that I had no recollection of. There's a photo in here too. Sorry.
That's fine.
Continue talking.
I think realising how hot you are. That's a big one, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And being like, hang on a second, they dumped me when I look this hot. Mm-hmm. Nah, over it. And knowing your worth too. If you're not with someone who 100% wants to be with you, they're not worth being with.
No.
All right, I think she's found
I
it.
found it.
Okay. Reminder, this is like 5:36 a.m.
In the morning. I'm embarrassed what is said in this, but
It's great.
as if I don't share everything else.
Hey, new plan. I'm over it. I'm so over the whole thing. It's like whatever now. Plan is we're getting hot, right? But obviously I'm already hot, but not sad girl hot, happy girl hot. First thing first, I'm getting her in the bush. The bush, she's going today, and then we're back on the horse. That's the plan.
I forgot about the bush. The bush.
Happy to say the bush is gone.
It's always so funny because people always be like, why do they always get hot after their breakup? And it's like, because you should love me for who I am. You don't need to peacock your whole relationship. You peacock at the start and then you slowly taper off.
Taper right off.
Taper off.
So yeah, the bush is gone.
The bu-
The magic clam, she freshly shaven. Thank you. Smooth like a baby's bottom.
The clam is fresh. There's no seaweed on the clam.
No barnacles, no nothing, babe. No nothing.
No barnacles. All right.
Okay.
She's over it.
So yeah, I'm over it. That's the third stage. Then we're moving into stage 4, which is your self-love era, which involves 9 p.m. journaling,
Yep.
manifesting, affirmations, which, I have my affirmations on my mirror in the bathroom. So I've had to pull them down a few times when people come over.
Or did the new hinge guy put his up as well when he moved in? Do you mind if I make room for my affirmation?
On Saturday night when we got home, I was very honest because I was smashed. I was like, I'm just going to take my affirmations off the mirror if you don't mind.
Thank you. Affirmations down.
Basically, a good thing that I reckon, you need to learn the lesson of the relationship or the breakup from the universe. I reckon the universe always has a lesson. You've got to learn it. Otherwise, it's going to keep happening over and over again. Yeah. Right? My lesson, not to put up with that shit anymore. No, not the emotional roller coaster. Not here for it, mate. Not here for it.
D-U-N.
In this stage, I actually reached out to my ex. I know we're saying no contact. I think our situation is a little bit different, hence because we're neighbours and I see him probably on average every second day.
That'd be good when you're dating Fife, though.
Yeah, right. I'm actually dating the other one, but
Fife.
Yeah, true. Sorry. Whatever. I actually reached out to him and we caught up for a coffee. This is where I saw Nat Fife, and I just felt like I hadn't got to say what I wanted to say because I didn't have much to say in the beginning except for this is really sad. So I'd had a lot of time
because it caught you off guard too.
Yeah, but I've had a longer time to go through the stages. I'd gone through the angry stage. I was over it, and I'd also been like thinking about what I don't know, just like what I wasn't happy about. And I guess I really wanted to learn and grow from this experience, and I thought maybe he could too. So we caught up when we had a coffee. No, I did not pay for them. Actually, I bought my own and didn't order him one. Whatever. But
I don't think you have to buy him a coffee.
Nah. In this conversation though, I wasn't angry or confrontational or anything like that. I was affirmative in what I was saying, but I very much did compliment sandwiches. Yeah. Which I think is a great tactic. Yes. Started off with something that I really liked, and that I said, I'll always cherish this forever. This is actually something that I can now see wasn't that good for me, and then follow up with a final compliment.
Love that. Very mature.
Thank you. And one of the things I spoke to was there's definitely moments in our relationship where I would say his behaviour was quite poor, but I didn't point out that the behaviour was poor. What I pointed out was I said, now looking back, and you guys can use this if you want, now looking back at our relationship, I can see this thing that happened, and I just obviously listed it because you'll have your memories, this thing and this thing and that thing and that. And now that I look back on it, I can see that those situations are who you are as a person and part of who you are, and that's not something that I want to carry through into my future. So that's a really smart way of being like, your behaviour was shit.
I don't want that in my life.
Yeah, but without saying it.
Yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
That's great.
And yeah, so I feel like I got to say everything, again, not in a mean or rude way, but just how I felt so that it could be the book could be completely shut.
And you can move on.
And we can move on in a positive way because, again, we're neighbours, so we're going to chat. We chat at coffee. We hugged it out.
You want to be amicable.
Amicable. We hugged it out, and then I left.
I think you guys would make real good co-parents.
We would be great co-parents.
Maybe if you got the guinea pigs, you could have shared them.
Yeah.
And then step 5?
Step 5, which we're in right now. We're getting back on the horse,
She's
baby.
saving a horse and she's riding a cowboy.
We've forgiven. We've forgotten. I guess point is making sure they're staying blocked.
on LinkedIn. Because
On LinkedIn.
The social media.
Yes. Actually, he did unfollow me on a running app, and that really cut deep.
No, that's
actually.
all right. He's obviously intimidated. So
Yeah. Another good point is you got to stop talking about them. Stop giving them power. Stop using their name. You gotta let it go, and as much as you can, try not to think about them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to when you think about them, go for a walk, have a glass of water, whatever it is. Stop it. End it. Done. Get out of my brain. Stop
yeah, I was
consuming
going to say
me.
stop focusing on that because then there's no room for anything new to get in.
That's so true, and that's something that I was like, I need to get rid of these emotions, the anger and the sadness, but the constant thinking about it. I got to it's gone.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing in new stuff.
And you got to say, these phases, you can't force them.
No.
So the first phase might take you 6 months, and that's okay too. You can't fake a phase.
No.
You know what I mean? If you're still sad, you can't move on. So just continue being sad until you're ready.
And you can go through all the phases while still being sad.
Yep.
Like, I guess because you're losing someone, so you will miss them, or you'll miss the future that you made up in your head about
or
them.
you might get triggered by something and go back a phase.
Yeah.
That's okay too.
That's fine.
You can do that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what should we not be doing after a breakup?
Beg for them back.
Nah.
Like we said in the beginning, they don't want to hear it.
No.
They don't want that. It's not going to change their mind.
No.
I think the biggest one, don't change anything drastically. So don't change your hair. Don't move somewhere straight away. I just reckon try not to change anything, especially your appearance. Because if it looks shit, you're going to be more depressed.
Fair point.
Don't get bangs after a breakup
Okay.
because you'll probably hate them. Yeah. What do you reckon?
Don't reach out. So that goes with the no contact. Now, with rekindling with an ex, with this particular ex, I don't know, go back to season 1 or season 2, I can't remember. We got together. We had a really long 24-hour relationship. We split up, and then we rekindled and we got back together again.
So some would say a good, healthy start to the relationship.
A really good start to the relationship. So I would say, in regards to getting back with an ex, it's not going to work out.
No.
I've tried it twice. It didn't work out. So you don't get back with the ex. That's the rule.
Yeah.
And when they come crawling back, which they will, we do not take them back.
And it's easy to forget all the bad things and then only focus on the positive when you're not around them.
Yeah.
So don't let that consume you. Don't be like, it wasn't that bad. You ended it for a reason. Don't let yourself go through it again.
Yeah. I would say getting on Tinder, dating apps. Look, a bit of swiping is good for the ego, but I wouldn't be using it to actually connect or meet up with people. Have a little swipe. Yeah,
Bit of fun.
People think I look hot.
Yeah.
That makes me feel great. But I wouldn't be being actively catching up with people straight away.
Yeah. No, you gotta let that. And also be prepared to see your ex on there. Because even if they dumped you 4 days before and then you get on it to get over yourself, if you see them on there, that'll probably send you into a spiral.
100%.
Because they only let you go 4 days ago and now they're on there. So just be careful.
Yeah.
Seeing them.
And the other thing is, don't let someone tell you how you're meant to do your breakup.
No.
Go at your own pace.
Yeah. 100%.
Could take a day. Could take
6 months.
whatever.
Also depends on the relationship too. And this is coming from people that don't have kids or a dog. Could be a little bit different if you do have to co-parent.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
okay.
this
takes me back to not getting a dog.
Yeah, Nicolette's point of not getting a dog until you're married.
Not even married. You're not even safe then. At least living together.
Never get a dog with a partner. Get your own dog. Get your own dog. The dog is yours.
They're married for 20 years with 3 kids.
Nah. Bit too soon then.
Kids probably all right because then you can, when you're trading the kids over, you just swap the dog as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Right.
Okay, when to block them on your socials?
Okay, I reckon if you're not ready to completely cut ties, restrict.
Yeah.
So that way they don't get a notification or anything like that, but you're restricting from seeing their crap, but they can probably see you. So if you are posting your thirst traps, which you will be doing,
You've got to do
they
that.
can do a little reminder.
I had to do a LinkedIn thirst trap. How desperate is that? It's fucked.
Well, you never know who you're going to find on LinkedIn.
True.
And you know what? I think LinkedIn could be the way to go.
I reckon I would love someone to slide into my
Yeah.
LinkedIn DMs. 100%.
You can see what they look like, see that they've got a good job, stalk them a little, find out what their parents do. You could do a real...
The problem is they know you're stalking them.
Yeah, true.
And we ain't paying for LinkedIn.
No.
Sorry, LinkedIn.
Yeah. What about deleting their friends on socials?
Yeah. Bye, bitch.
Because I've gone to stalk someone before that dated my friend. They blocked me. Bitch, what the fuck did I do? Like, sorry, I didn't do shit. I didn't even post stuff and you blocked me. I'm offended. So
It's because they're jealous, babe. So I've put here block them as soon as it happens. However, in this situation, because we're neighbours, it's a bit different.
yeah.
It's just not ideal. I'm
No.
sorry, the situation is fucked. And again, yeah, I did get unfollowed on a running app.
Yeah, which is, I reckon he maybe had to cut you somewhere. Like he had to go through the process of removing you, and because you've got no socials, the Strava was all he had. He thought, how can I cut her out of my life? The Strava.
But babe, I know you still follow your ex. So
Yeah, that's rough.
but whatever.
Whatever.
Bro.
Bigger fish to fry, you know what I mean?
It's whatever. Okay, how soon is it to post a new partner on social media? Nicolette has a bit of context to this question.
Well, my friend was saying the other day that a friend of ours broke up, I think, like end of Feb, maybe start of March. And he's just, so we're early June, and he's just hard launched like a collage of pictures of his new partner. And I was like, what's that? March, April, May. So 3 months. And I thought, is that a bit soon to hard launch? Because like.
And you did the breaking up.
When you did the breaking up, because then it's like, 3 months isn't very long to hard launch someone. And that's if they just, like, if they started dating, like, as soon as they broke up would have been 3 months.
True.
Because I'd say minimum 3 months before you hard launch someone, right? But 3 months being official, not like seeing each other. I don't know. I just reckon that could be a bit soon. It could be really hurtful for the ex. But again, I guess you can't control what the other person does.
Yeah. This is why you should have them blocked.
Yeah.
So
this
you
is
don't
why you
see
should
it.
have them blocked. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think if your friend has their partner blocked, don't report back unless they want to know.
Do not unless they ask.
Like, don't be like, oh, they did this, or I saw their new girlfriend, or whatever it is. Unless they ask, don't tell them.
Yeah,
Because
I
they're
would
doing the deed by blocking. Don't inform them.
I would say there's no time limit. I mean, but you've just got to be careful of the other person's feelings. If you broke up with them and you know they're hurting, just fucking don't do it.
Yeah, I agree.
You
At
don't
least for like, I don't know, 3 maybe minimum. Try and push
but
it
honestly,
out.
it's tray embarrassing who's posting their partner
after 3 months.
after potentially only dating 3 months.
And probably
Nah.
even 2 months.
I reckon what we're doing is we're not posting them at all, and then we're hard
Yeah.
launching them on your wedding day.
Yeah,
That's the new plan
that's
here.
the new plan. Yeah.
Because keep people on their toes. Keep them on their
I think
toes.
that's actually what Zach's going to do with me. Hard launch me
He's
on our
increased
wedding
his
day.
posting. I've noticed it.
Well,
And the last
we'll
thing,
see. Oh, wait, actually, I have a funny story. Our friend said that her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend followed her, and she was like, okay, I know this is his new girlfriend. She accepted. Obviously, the new girlfriend did a full stalk, then unfollowed and blocked. And I said, kind of a power move.
I love
Like,
it.
a little bit of a power move.
love it.
Just like, fuck, I don't care. I want to stalk you.
Yeah.
Yep, all right, know what I'm up against. Block.
See ya.
Not bad.
Okay, we'll do that, everyone. Let's
Yeah.
give that a go.
Exactly.
The final thing is that we're moving into our chaos era.
The chaos caked
Era.
Bubbelo Bill.
Bubbelo Bill fucking babin era.
Rider cowboy era.
Yeah, I'm going to ride it like
See
a
the
rodeo.
horse, ride a cowboy.
What's that song? Long hair, big boots, shiny net.
yeah.
It's called like Barn Hill, whatever. Let's crop that. Anyway, what I'm doing in my chaos era, guys, we're going Buckalo Bill. I'm working on me. I'm doing my morning and my nighttime regime. If you want to know what that is, DM me. However,
Label the message.
label it because we get flooded with messages. No rules apply. My morning routine, though, is gua sharing.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I do
Albert.
love a gua
Great.
sha.
I've just gotten a few new piercings as well.
Yep, she did. She did take out her.
I swapped over my nipple piercing and then I gave the old piercing to. What I did is when I rocked up to Nicolette and Zach's before, maybe we'll post the video. I said, Zach, I've got a present for you. And then I was like, Nicolette, film this. And I said, you've got to shut your eyes and put your hand out. So he put his hand out, and then in his hand, I put my old crusty ass little nipple piercing for him.
And he was like, what? And threw it. Yeah, well, you know what? It's called a healthy relationship.
Yeah, it's called chaos. We're doing chaos.
And like I said, you can't fake a chaos era.
Nah.
You have to be in it.
You got to commit to it.
You got to commit. You can't be like, oh, I'm in my chaos era and then still be crying about your ex. I mean, if you
Crying and chaos don't mix.
No. You're allowed to have a few slip-ups, but you got to
Absolutely.
be focused and ready.
Yeah.
And be ready to party.
100%.
Be ready to focus on you.
Uh-huh.
100%.
And chaos doesn't mean going out and getting fucked up all the time. Well, it can mean that for you. Doesn't mean that for me because I'm actually quite mature. But it does mean
Trying new things.
Having wine.
Cacao ceremonies.
However, the person that I met on Saturday, I did rock up to a date, 10 p.m, blind drunk. I was like the biggest red flag. Could not remember any conversations we had, so I had to repeat everything. I had to repeat everything on the Tuesday night. And I said, sorry, I'm complete red flag.
And you know what? He loved it.
Sue me.
His favourite shade is red. So there you go. His favourite shade is red.
Oh, red flags. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so that's all we have time for today. We are releasing a podcast weekly on all the ins and outs of dating and what not to do. If you like the podcast, please give us a follow on Spotify or leave a review for the podcast app. Also, follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram's actually funny as fuck, and so are our TikToks. So follow that. It's at DeFacto. Follow me personally. It's Kate Raston, Kateraston.
You can follow me too.
Yeah, follow. Oh, yeah, boring.
At Nicolette B. B-E.
B-E.
Pretty crazy.
B Nicolette.
B.
B.
That's what they say.
Anyway, see you next time.
Over and out.